Let's move on to number 14, the race favourite, the Caulfield Cup winner. You look at the horses, Trent, we talked about this. You look at the horses that have won the Melbourne Cup, Caulfield Cup double. Half Yours seems a little bit out of place compared to some of those without a fight, the latest.
He does, without a fight, the latest. And just looking, so again, we had Racing and Sports without a fight, 124 in the Caulfield Cup, and then he's gone 126 with the extra weight in the Melbourne Cup. And Half Yours is below that. He's 120, and that's like not even taking into account with his time form scale a little bit lower with the weight that he did carry. So now he gets the penalty, and I think he was probably the one that was the Caulfield Cup was his grand final, not the Melbourne Cup. Whereas I think a horse like River of Stars, Valiant King, the Melbourne Cup's been their grand final, and I think he was set to peak there. He has the big SP there, and he's still got a good rating out of it, obviously. And maybe there's a bit more to come, but I just think that he doesn't profile super well going to Flemington, and the market's going to keep him relatively short off that SP last start and the win, but he's probably going to be a loser for me.
Interesting point, because he went around $2.50 in a Caulfield Cup,
which seems short to me. I was against him, but that $2.50 in a Caulfield Cup is rare
compared to Valiant King, who was 30s.
Yeah, which is why I think they'll keep him short again. But to be honest, that SP was wrong to me. Even though he won, I still think it was
a 12 out of 10 ride.
Got everything in his favour. I think he was set to peak on the day, and now it is hard to go again when this has not been your target.
Nico, from a yard perspective, how did he compare to those through the Caulfield Cup? Was he there to win? Was that his grand final? Was Trent says?
He was. I was sitting out on yours, like trained to the minute. I thought he couldn't have looked any better. He was just completely in the zone. Now he comes to this race, and you go, can they hold him in that sort of frame throughout this time? They probably can. It's just whether, can he run a strong 3,200? There's a few queries there. I think he probably will run 3,200. He's bred to do it. He's bred to run 4,000 metres.
Yeah, that's not my problem. I think he'll win it.
Yeah, and it's just probably he had the right run in the Caulfield Cup. It just all worked out for him, like you touched on. So I've got him right in the mix. I have him $8, so I'm pretty much bang on the market. He's the one horse in this race that we might come out of this and go, oh, well, had they bet $8, isn't it?
Yeah.
Coming off a Caulfield Cup win, and he could go on to, I wouldn't be surprised if you wait for Age Horse off his Turnbull run. It's just whether it's all sort of coming too soon, and the Caulfield Cup was just his absolute peak, and he might regress off that.
It's amazing he went around at 350 in a Caloundra Cup 4 starts ago, and now he's favourite in a Melbourne Cup dinner.
That's not rare with this race, though. They just come from obscurity all the time.
Yeah, crazy. Dane, half yours.
It's also strange he was on English Digital at the start of the year as well. So
that's fascinating.
300,000. Wet track probably helps. I've always heard the camp suggest that's the whole reason they bought him.
Does he look like a wet tracker, Nico?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
He'll swim.
The Trent probably summarises it the best. I think the more you look at him on paper, he looks a terrific favourite, but that's probably because he's at his grand final last week, where we're sort of looking for the horses that maybe it's their grand final coming for the Melbourne Cup, so maybe that's why he stands out. I think one in the last 19 years, one favourite has won in the last 19 years, if my memory serves me correct. That always grazed me up in this race. Going to get the right setup, right draw, right everything. I just don't think it's going to win the race. Don't know why, but I just don't think it's going to win the race.
I agree with you all. I think you've all summarised. He's got to be there. He's got to be in the market. The market will respect him, but I just don't like the horse. I've never been a fan of. He's never been one of mine, and I won't come into him. It was a losing result.
It was very similar to Baywalk in the Coolmore for me. That he brings such a strong rating last time that you can't get rid of him. But I just know that. I don't know, but I think that he's going to regress, and I think others are going to improve out of the lead up.
Yep.
And I've got him kind of $12, $13, and that's just keeping him tight. But he's just going to be a loser.
So he'll drift. You think off this price?
Well, I mean, I do because I think my market's perfect, but but we all know that's not the case. So
I think he'll drift.
Yeah, I think he probably won't start much longer than $10. But I just think unless we're getting like $16, which I can't see the case being, I won't be chopping on him.
Question for you, Trent: who starts favourite in the Melbourne Cup?
Buckaroo.
Oh, there you go, Nick.
Because I've got him favourite in my market.
I think Half Yours will definitely start favourite. Yeah,
drifting favourite, I reckon.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.